Welcome to Bourbon, Whiskey, and Scotch. I am Stone, and today we are doing our first dinner with bourbon. Now, we wanted to bring food to the show that incorporates bourbon with the food, either in the food or goes good with the food. And we had to start with my mother. She is the sweet potato cooker of the family. Her sweet potatoes are the closest to our granny. Rest in peace. And what else she cooked? The greens. She cooked the greens for the family. And my auntie is the corn pudding and the green beans and her pasta salad. Her pasta salad is good too. I don't think we can put bourbon in those. And so I wanted to start with the sweet potatoes. For one, I wanted to start with my mother. And for two, with the holidays coming up, sweet potatoes will be on everybody's table. Well, most of everybody's. And so, are you ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready.
The bourbon of choice we are using is Woodford Reserve. And Woodford Reserve is one of my favorite liquors. That's why I chose it. But now I got to thinking, I hope it don't clash with the vanilla that's already going into the sweet potatoes. So we're going to check it out.
You know, I thought about it too.
Because Woodford got a vanilla smell. And it's not heavy on the vanilla taste, but it does got a heavy vanilla smell. And so this is honestly a true trial. But with much love, Mama put in her cooking, I think we can work it out. So we'll be back after the intro. I like that one.
Okay, we got our potatoes ready. Of course, the ones that's not too familiar with sweet potatoes, you wash them and boil them to fork tender. And then when they cool, you slice them up, and this is what we have here. And now in our sauce, with this many potatoes, I usually use a stick of butter. And my mother just eyeballed it, so I'm just used to eyeballing, but you roughly put a cup of brown sugar. When I watch her cook, I just kind of done what she did, and then you can always taste it and see if it need more or less. And then about a half a cup of white sugar.
A whole lot of sugar.
And so you stir it until it gets melted and come to a boil.
What made you choose sweet potatoes with learning one of Granny's recipe?
Yeah, because she always cook it for special occasions, mostly church or holidays, or if we have a special meal at home, she always cooks sweet potatoes. And everybody just love Mom's sweet potatoes. And those and her greens is the two things I just want to make sure I do like Mama's, because everybody like them, because we love them too at home.
Which one of y'all? Why ain't y'all try the baked macaroni and cheese? We ain't got nobody in the family make it.
I don't know. Mama did that too, but we just never, I don't know. Just whenever stuff come box, you just take the easy way out. But it took time and to do it. With this and everything, we never did really get into just making homemade mac and cheese.
You think you can put bourbon in your chest cake?
I don't know. I don't know until you try it. Because you put a little vanilla in it.
Huh.
But I tell you what would be good, it probably would be good in an apple cake.
Yeah.
Because Miss Margaret Stewart, where I got the apple cake recipe from, she always put a little bourbon in hers.
Martha Stewart. What did you say?
Did I say Martha Stewart?
I don't know.
Margaret Stewart.
Oh, okay.
Margaret Stewart from church. And she made it one of our holiday meals at church. And it was really good, and it had a unique taste to it. And when she gave me her recipe, mine didn't taste like hers. So I was telling her when I seen her that following Sunday, I said, Miss Margaret, mine didn't taste like yours. She said, well, I got a little secret. I put a little bourbon in mine. And it made it give it the best flavor, or a jam cake. would be good in a jam cake. And Aunt B, she always would make her jam cakes and fruit cakes like for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she used more like rum when she would freeze them. Put rum in her cakes and then freeze it, then it keeps it moist.
Okay.
For keep it moist when it thaws out for the holidays.
Yeah, I told myself, which God forbids, but you know when the elderly dies, it'll be up to the next generation to keep family meals going. So I told myself I was gonna get with you and Lanny and start learning these recipes because you know when y'all go, who's gonna keep that tradition? You know what I'm saying?
You're right. I guess that's one reason why I tried to always watch Mama cook after I was, like a teenager or younger.
Mm-hmm.
I would watch her cook and say, Mama, what'd you put in this? Or how'd you do this? And ask her questions as she done it. And then as I got older, I just tried to do them the same way she cooked them, and kind of keep it tradition. We always, my probably won't be as good as hers, but we always have, Mama's recipes.
You know what? It was something. It would never be as good as Granny's, but just like mine would never be as good as yours. Cause I can't. When I cook the sweet potatoes, when I did try it, I can't get my sauce thick enough. Like my sauce don't stick.
Yeah. Now
like
it depends on if you want a thick sauce or just one just to coat them. You put a little thickening in it. Sometimes I make like a flour and water thickening and to thicken it up. Or sometimes use cornstarch and water and to thick it up.
Oh, okay.
And
you wanna try this bourbon right here?
Yeah, I'll taste it and see what it's like. Mm-hmm.
Like it?
It's got a good flavor to it.
Which is a little watered down because I had ice
in it.
Now, when Mama get loud, y'all know what happened.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I guess. Like I said, I've never cooked it with bourbon before, but I guess you would have to put it in now where it's boiling, where it will have that alcohol and still have that taste.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go on and add this bourbon.
I'll probably cut it down too much.
Okay. And like I say, I always eyeball. So I'm going to go on and put my cinnamon in.
Have you ever used like a cinnamon stick?
It seemed like I did one time when I was kind of out of cinnamon, but I had the sticks.
Mm-hmm.
So I eyeball it, and so it'd be roughly 2 teaspoons.
Just put a little dabble in there. Just a little dabble of it.
What?
Dabble.
All right, then in the nutmeg's a little stronger, so I just put. Still about a teaspoon, but I always put more cinnamon than.
That's one thing I did do when I did cooking one time. I put too much nutmeg in it. That nutmeg is nasty.
It overpowers, the cinnamon if you put too much in it. Then I usually put about. That'd be about a teaspoon of vanilla.
That was the difference between vanilla and vanilla bean.
Well, vanilla is made out of vanilla bean, but the bean is more potent.
Really?
And they say it has a little better flavor. I was able to try some with vanilla bean one time just to see. But they got a vanilla paste out too now. It's like from the bean, but you don't have to strip the bean and do all that. So what I do, since I'm eyeballing it, I'll give it a taste and see what I need more of or less of. You taste that bourbon.
Really? Mm-hmm. Doesn't it cook down? Did we put too much in it?
I'm not sure.
Mommy can't say shit on it.
I know I hurt my knee when I turned it. excuse me. No, here, taste.
I ain't cutting it out. I really ain't. Shit, that's good.
So you think the bourbon to cook on down as it cooks? Because see, we never cooked with it before.
I don't taste the bourbon.
You don't?
But I'm drinking bourbon, so that's probably why you taste it. Let G try it. So he ain't had no shot of bourbon either.
Oh, I would have never spoon to keep everything all the same one.
It's strong.
Right.
I'm thinking that I'm like bourbon now.
You ain't got whisper. You ain't say nothing.
You
You
taste
take
that
that bourbon? Let it cook down a little bit more. Oh, you good?
So see, it's still got to cook in the oven.
Oh, good. Let's get it. Let's get it.
So, did you think any more cinnamon?
No more. I didn't
cinnamon.
take cinnamon. No, we good with that.
Okay. Now it's to a good boil. And as you heard, that bourbon's gonna cook on now because it's gonna still have to cook it. Everything is done, but you just want more or less let this syrup marinate in with those potatoes. So I usually cook it still maybe a good 25, 30 minutes.
What do you put the oven on?
I got it set on 355 right now,
And do you cover it or not cover it?
not covered.
Okay.
So I just
covered.
pour my sauce in. Hopefully it's enough. Because it's hard to judge how many potatoes, but I always kind of chop them up, make sure all of them's got some syrup.
Now, have you ever got to the sauce, poured it in, and needed to make more?
Yep. Because it depends on how big of a batch of potatoes. You know, you're kind of estimating anyway.
Right.
But if it need more, I have made more. But see, right now, some of them's kind of swimming in it, so it'd probably be all right.
It is a potato, so
And
it does got starch, so it will soak up as it cooks.
Right.
And then again, as it sits.
And then you don't want to. It's sweet, but you don't want it overdone either because, you know, with the holiday you're gonna be eating other stuff too, and you don't want this over too sweet because it'd be like your dessert then.
Fact.
So you can still taste your sauce, and it's just enhancing the sweet potatoes. Oh, let's put a little cinnamon on top, and I think that'll be all right.
Now, why don't we ever? Why ain't the recipe ever been like a casserole, like with the with the peanuts and the marshmallows and stuff?
Now, Mama usually put marshmallows on these too,
Really?
like around the holidays.
I don't remember that.
She'll just put marshmallows on the kind of top it off at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But now the casseroles, we didn't do much of the casseroles. We just always did like just the sweet potato.
So
now I've made a casserole before, but this is my first choice. I always just do the candied sweet potatoes or yams, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it cooked for a good. Well, we can check it in 25 minutes. Once it get a little bubbly and kind of marinate all together, they will be done.
So, all right, people, we're gonna get back with y'all once we pull them out the oven and give y'all a look at it. And then we're gonna do a taste test, and then we're gonna let the family eat. Be right back with you.
Okay.
So they done.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they should look like.
Like I said, everything is done. You're just more or less letting them marinate together and come to a good sizzle or boil, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's it.
So sweet potatoes are out, and we got it. We got it in our little bowls here. And we're gonna do a taste test. They hot, so we're gonna blow them.
I ain't got no microphone.
I can still taste the bourbon.
It's good. It ain't overpowering. It's pretty good.
Sweet enough.
Think about you.
It's really good.
Hey, thank you for tuning in our first episode, Dinner with Bourbon. I'm Stone.
I'm Lisa.
And I'm G. Y'all make sure y'all respect whose recipe this is. Don't say it was y'all.
Right. This is my grandmother's recipe passed down to my mother. Just added a little bourbon. Thank you for tuning in.